In mixed martial arts, precision and agility decide victory and defeat. Some of these fighters outclass others and are nothing less than an elusive shadow in the cage with calculated finesse. They can evade strikes with almost a supernatural grace. From calculated footwork to lightning-fast reflexes, these elusive warriors can leave opponents frustrated and fans in awe. We have selected the best MMA fighters who are masters of evasion. Let's see what sets them apart in a sport that demands skill and strategy. Let's delve into the extraordinary journeys of these fighters and uncover the secrets behind their mesmerizing artistry inside the cage. While many elite fighters showcase adept elusiveness, a select few elevate it to an art form, and Lyoto Machida is one of them. The Brazilian fighter's approach combines elusive movement, precise counter-striking, and strategic distance management. Utilizing lateral and angular footwork, Machida confounds opponents, making it challenging for them to predict his actions. Machida's ability to evade strikes is as potent as finding an opening to launch his offense. His finesse, precision, and sheer talent have helped him take down some of the formidable opponents in the ring. Speaking of elusiveness, who could have forgotten Roy Nelson? Can a fighter known as Big Country could master the art of fighting with his elusive style? Why not? Roy Nelson defies expectations with his surprisingly nimble movements. Despite his size, Nelson showcases remarkable agility and calculated moves in the ring. Placing strategically favorable striking positions allows him to capitalize on advantages in stand-up exchanges. Nelson's deceptive elusiveness, combined with a powerful striking game and a granite chin, has confounded many adversaries in the cage. In the dance of combat, his elusive style challenges conventional notions, making him a captivating figure in the world of MMA. Our next fighter is even more mesmerizing. Anderson Silva in the ring is nothing less than a dancer with swift and masterful movements. Silva's elusive style is an art form, whether he's bobbing and weaving, deftly manipulating range and engagement, or effortlessly sidestepping incoming strikes. Silva's prowess lies not only in his technical brilliance, but also in his ability to navigate the cage with unparalleled elusiveness. Undoubtedly, he is one of the greatest fighters in the sport's history, with elusive footsteps and swift movements. But if you want to see footwork, Dominick Cruz is your guy. Dominick Cruz moves with the swiftness of a butterfly, yet you don't want to see how he stings. UFC bantamweight champion Dominick Cruz is a maestro of footwork and glides with an almost weightless grace, leaving opponents befuddled. His nimble movements are enough to make heads spin as he deftly maneuvers around the octagon. Even momentarily cornered, Cruz seamlessly employs a mesmerizing bob and weave technique to outclass anyone in the fight. If Cruz is light on their feet, Franca Edgar can move with the speed of light. Edgar's agility and speed redefine the boundaries of elusiveness in the octagon. Adorned with the championship belt, Frankie Edgar is one of the swiftest competitors. His entries and exits are executed with such speed that he maneuvers him out of harm's way before his opponent can even unleash a punch. Edgar's encounters with Gray Maynard and his come-from-behind victory to capture the UFC Lightweight Championship in 2010 showcased his ability to weather storms with elusive defensive maneuvers. Speaking of well-rounded skills, who could compete with Fedor Emelianenko? Who could compete with Fedor Emelianenko with his well-rounded skills and stoic demeanor inside the cage? While he may not be considered a traditional elusive fighter in terms of flashy footwork or constant movement, Emelianenko's elusive qualities lie in his ability to avoid significant damage and capitalize on opponents' mistakes. Fedor's defensive awareness, head movement, and ability to escape from precarious situations have made him an elusive fighter. Standing up to the biggest strikers the world has ever seen, Emelianenko has never been knocked out, and that is not just a testament to his incredible chin. Our next fighter, Jose Aldo, exhibits elusiveness with agile footwork and head movements. Even with the best fighter in the ring, Aldo's too quick and strong to counter any figure in the lightweight division. With his agile footwork and effective counter-striking former UFC featherweight champion, Aldo can swiftly manage distance and avoid opponents' strikes. His proficiency in defensive wrestling and strategic use of leg kicks further contribute to his elusive style, making it challenging for opponents to land clean shots. Aldo's blend of offensive and defensive techniques with his elusive approach has been a key factor in his successful career in mixed martial arts. With his distinctive style, Jon Jones gave new meaning to elusiveness. With the ability to make in-fight calculations and adjustments better than anyone, no doubt no one defeats him. Jon Jones is an elusive fighter in mixed martial arts, renowned for his distinctive style, combining strategic range control, unorthodox striking techniques, and effective defensive maneuvers. The former UFC light heavyweight champion's long reach and unpredictable movements make it challenging for opponents to engage him in stand-up exchanges. With Jones's versatility and elusive tactics, no one has beaten him in the ring. His only loss is rather a disqualification than a loss. Our next elusive fighter is no less worthy of this position. Georges St-Pierre never lost a single title defense throughout his reign as the UFC welterweight champion. Georges St-Pierre, a former UFC welterweight and middleweight champion, is an elusive fighter with exceptional footwork, head movement, and strategic game planning. Known for his ability to control distance, GSP showcases a nuanced and elusive stand-up game. GSP's wrestling proficiency allows him to dictate where the fight takes place. St-Pierre's meticulous approach to game planning and exceptional conditioning have solidified his reputation as one of the most elusive and successful fighters in the history of mixed martial arts. Talking of histories, who could have forgotten Kenny Florian? Kenny Florian is a game master with technical skills and versatility in striking and grappling. The retired mixed martial artist and UFC veteran may not have been characterized as elusive in the traditional sense. Still, he possessed a strong skill set that included effective footwork, precise striking, and a grappling game, making him a formidable opponent. He was adept at reading opponents and adjusting his strategy accordingly. Florian's adaptability and intelligence in the cage contributed to his victories, making him a well-respected and accomplished fighter in the MMA. Here, last but not least, we have Michal Bisping. Solid defending skills and aggressive style are hallmarks of Michal Bisping. Bisping's strengths included effective footwork, strategic striking, and durability, allowing him to engage opponents and absorb strikes. His ability to read opponents and adapt his strategy contributed to his success. However, elusive is more commonly associated with fighters who employ constant lateral movement and elusive defensive maneuvers. Possessing exceptional footwork within the middleweight division, Bisping was able to outclass most of his opponents with superior striking prowess. Elusive fighters infuse a captivating element of finesse and unpredictability into fights with their performances. From Lyoto Machida's karate-inspired grace to the strategic brilliance of Frankie Edgar, each fighter has left an indelible mark on the canvas of mixed martial arts. Watching them in the octagon is always a mesmerizing experience where they never fail to entertain with their true talent. Watch how an emerging elusive fighter, Sean O'Malley, displays his elusive striking talent. Stay tuned to learn all about fights and fighters from the MMA ring.